Here we are with my 2023 planner slash art journal slash little bit of this commonplace business. I have a spread here that's empty, and it is actually my birthday week. So I thought, obviously, didn't write any plans in it, and I did get these amazing markers for my birthday, so I thought I would make a floral bouquet over the 2 pages. Now, I know it doesn't look like much. It looks like blobs, but trust me when I tell you, you can pull this off. So, what I like about doing floral arrangements over empty pages inside of a journal is that as you're flipping through and looking for other things, you are still entertained by your practice process. You're practicing your art. So, and also you're filling up your pages, and also you're utilizing what you've already got. Now, this isn't great for watercolor, but it's not bad. I mean, it's just your own journal. So, watercolor is always better on thicker watercolor paper, but this paper happens to be pretty decent. So the Posca markers are, uh, they're pretty opaque, which I quite like. They're very fun. Here's another blob. I chose like 5 colors. I just have a limited palette because I'm just trying to reduce the amount of decisions that I have to make on this piece. And plus, I think that it's prettier when you have fewer colors. Now, notice I'm not being perfect with my coloring here. There's a lot of white space, and there are reasons for that. It adds texture to the flowers that are going to come, but like right now, I know it's a hot mess. I am fully aware of that. This green, which is kind of a teal color, uh, is very nice and not necessarily realistic, but neither is this, right? This is a practice, fun practice, and a way to utilize a spread in your book that you may not have gotten to. So here I am adding the pink, and then I'm adding these little blobby flower bud things. They're kind of like what calendulas would look like before they bloom. And the other flowers, well, I don't know what kind of flowers they are. I just made it up. So we're cruising along, getting some of the layout together. And we're coloring it in, but again, leaving some white spaces, and that shows kind of where the bends are in the leaves, which is awesome. Now I'm adding some yellow centers to some of the orange flowers, which I'm going to guess might be sort of a rose. I don't know what they are, but it doesn't matter. You don't have to have a bachelor's degree in whatever botany to know what you're doing here. These are supposed to be fun, doodly flowers. So now I'm going in with a Uniball Vision micro pen. I'm using that pen because that's the pen that was on the table. So you don't have to be that precise. And I'm just going around that yellow blob to make some petals. Right now, the idea here is to finish your doodle before you're bored of your doodle. I always have these great ideas and I want to do it, and then I get tired or I get distracted. So speed is of the essence, at least for me. I want it to be fun, I want it to be easy, and I want to see the end result before I get up again. So that's my plan. And that way you end up with a finished product instead of... So here's another, those dots were just texture bits and pieces. I'm going to speed it up here with these. These are petals, loose, kind of a poppy petal, but I don't know. Oh, maybe it's a blue Himalayan poppy. Maybe that's it, because I've never been able to successfully grow them. But it's just a loose petal. with a little bit of texture. And you notice those white bits of the flower that I did not fill in, they become kind of texture of the flower, which is kind of nice. And the beauty, of course, of all of this is that it doesn't have to be so precise. They're flowers. Nature is not so precise. So I didn't even look at, I didn't have a bunch of flowers in front of me. I just had this layout thinking, okay, here's kind of where I want to go with this. And the pink ones, that happened quite quickly. I thought I was pressing record and I wasn't. So you missed out on the reveal of the pink flowers, which I think are the best flowers of the bunch. But they're here now and I can't re-record it because it's already here. We're just going to move forward. Forward momentum is the game. Now I'm adding a few more leaves now that I know exactly where all of my flowers are and I see the direction they're going in. So I could fill it in with a few more of these leaves and stems. And I'm going back in just to add some texture with the pen. Looking good, but I'm noticing that I could use some more leaves. So I went back in and added a few more leaves. You see the texture of the flowers? That looks quite lovely. Now, as I'm looking at it, I think, you know what? I need a little more contrast. So now I'm going in with a Posca black marker and just doing some rough outlines. As I was doing this with the black, I thought, I've made a mistake. I don't know if this is a good idea. This is too much of a contrast. Ugh, what have I done? But as I'm doing it, you know, even if you make a mistake, what you feel like is a mistake at the beginning, the whole picture is what counts.